Joining us now, we have senior writer for The Dispatch, David Drucker, special correspondent at Vanity Fair and host of the Fast Politics podcast, Molly Jong Fast, and the co-founder and CEO of All In Together and host of Majority Rules on Two-Way, and most importantly, celebrating her birthday today, Lauren Leader. Thank you all for being here. So Lauren, as a birthday gift to you, you get first. Let's get your response. First of all, let's start with Trump's comments there about Jewish Americans and about how they would shoulder a lion's share of the blame were he to lose. I mean, that is such dangerous rhetoric. I mean, really, only Trump can show up to a speech about anti-Semitism and immediately repeat a disgusting anti-Semitic trope, which is blame the Jews for whatever outcome you don't like that doesn't align with what I want. I mean, he can't help himself. And look, I mean, I think Trump has attracted a certain segment of certainly conservative Jews who see him as tougher on Hamas and have been frustrated by some of the dissent in the Democratic Party over Israel policy, and it's definitely been a winner for him. But you know, it's just so he's done this over and over again. I'm old enough to remember in 2016 when their campaign sent out one of the most anti-Semitic flyers I've ever seen with, you know, Stars of David and dollar bills on Hillary Clinton's face. I mean, they have a long history of this, embracing white supremacy. And of course, his own, you know, relationship with avowed white supremacist anti-Semites. So, you know, the lunches and dinners he's had at Mar-a-Lago with some of the most virulent anti-Semites. So it's par for the course. I shake my head. It's just, what can you say? It's like he does this over and over again. And the defense of those chanting anti-Semitic things at Charlottesville as well back in 2017. Senator, it's Lauren Leader. Good morning. Staying with foreign policy, I did want to ask you, today's, I believe, day 350 that hostages are being held by Hamas. It feels very quiet in the news cycle in terms of any progress on any kind of deal either way. What are you hearing from the White House and other sources about what may be coming or not? Are we dead in the water? Are there still openings to be had? What's your sense, especially after the retaliations against Hezbollah, et cetera? Can you just give us a bit of an update?
Look, I've been close to hostage families, in particular, John and Rachel, who lost their son, Hirsch, tragically recently. This is the Goldberg Polans, and have visited many times both Israel and the region. And in the time since October 7th, it is heartbreaking how close we've come to a ceasefire and hostage deal. I know senior members of the Biden team are in the region and are actively engaged in continuing to try and find ways to push Hamas through Qatar and through Egypt to come to the table and to finally achieve this ceasefire and hostage deal. They've also been pressing on Israel and Prime Minister Netanyahu, but ongoing escalatory attacks in the north of Israel by Hezbollah, this striking incident where pagers and walkie-talkies were remotely detonated, and the ongoing ground war in Gaza all make it harder than ever to imagine a ceasefire deal coming together, something I know President Biden very much urgently wants to get done. And Lauren, last word to you on the Robinson campaign.
I mean, it's extraordinary that somehow Republicans managed to recruit a candidate worse than Herschel Walker for a major gubernatorial race. I mean, it's like the candidate, I mean, to even say the words candidate quality, it's almost laughable. I mean, it's just unbelievable that they could not find better candidates to run in a critical state like North Carolina, a very purple state, by the way, which has had a deeply split legislature and barely a Republican supermajority by one vote. So it's really, you know, it's a gift for the Democrats, but honestly, it's sad for the country. It is very sad to see characters like this that are so outside the mainstream, that espouse such hateful, disgusting rhetoric, getting a platform.
He's the lieutenant governor, though, now.
He's lieutenant governor now. But in the year 2024, the most important characteristic to achieve prominence in the Republican Party is say nice things about Donald Trump, and Mark Robinson has done that. Co-founder and CEO of All In Together, Lauren Leader, happy birthday again, and senior writer for The Dispatch, David Drucker. Thanks to you both.